Welcome to CSL Greater Baltimore. My name is Marsalek, and I am the practitioner of the day. For those who are new to your service, we start with a guided meditation, followed by an affirmative prayer. So right now, let's all get settled in our chairs. It's good to sit with your back straight if you can, your feet planted flat on the floor, legs uncrossed. So get comfortable. Now let's let our attention go inward. You might close your eyes at this point or lower your gaze. So let's right now relax and take 3 deep cleansing breaths. Just let any tension that might be in your shoulders or your neck, or just let that just roll down your arms, and let all that tension, any busyness just leave your body, melt from your body. So keep on breathing deeply in through your nose, out through your mouth, or any way that it is feels natural to you. So keep on the deep cleansing breaths. This month's theme, CSL theme, is about possibilities. And I am kind of connecting that with our winter season, which is really upon us now. So after having, at least in this area, falling temperatures and several snowfalls, we can no longer deny that the cold, dark season of winter is upon us. And during this time, animals naturally hibernate, but we humans keep slogging on at work, at home, never stopping to rest and recuperate. So these falling temperatures and sometimes snowflakes and snow storms, they force us to stop, pause, and step out of our daily routine. Winter is especially calls for us to embrace the hibernating season of winter in our spiritual life. So imagine with me now, amid the cold or whatever the temperature is in your area, a cave as comfortable and as warm as you desire. Take the steps downward toward a bright fire that crackles and draws you in. Feel the warmth and find a comfy place of rest. Just imagine that, or comfort for you and the right temperature. It's time now to experience the void, a state of doing, of not doing, not having, and not knowing. It's a place to sleep, to go deep into rest, recuperate, and heal. It's also a time to dream new dreams in stillness. So let's just take another few deep breaths and just go into this spiritual, quote, void, or focus into a place of rest. Keep on relaxing and let go of any remaining tension. Just drop those shoulders. Just imagine lying down or sitting comfortably in this beautiful, wondrous cave that surrounds you. and protects you and takes you away from all the busyness and concerns of this world. And soak up the warmth and healing firelight. Look into the fire and just imagine. Put your mind open to any message, guidance, sensation, color, word or words that come to you. Say to yourself, I am open to receive. I am open to receive any message, any words, any images that come to me now. I rest in silence. I rest in emptiness. I rest in peace. I rest in stillness. I rest in awareness. I rest in a healing light. I release all thoughts of doing. I release all thoughts of having. I release all thoughts of knowing. As I sink deeper and deeper, I release. I let go. I dive deeper into the emptiness. I allow myself to listen. I allow myself to heal. I allow myself to dream. Deeper and deeper, I allow myself to surrender and allow. Soak up the serenity, peace, warmth, and healing. Give thanksgiving for any insights, release, or healing that you might receive. Give thanks for this safe space, this sanctuary that you have gone deeply into. You can always return to this safe spot and to the guidance that you have been given. So gently bring your awareness back to the room. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Namaste.
Good morning. Can you see me? Okay, there I am. How is everyone this morning? What a beautiful meditation. Oh, the fire and sinking into the comfy zone of darkness. I love that. This song is called Holy, 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 and I know you will be able to hum along with me. We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy, holy, holy. We are whole. We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy. into me, feeling love, healing me. Open my heart, allow me to see beauty and love lives in me. We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy, holy, holy. We are whole. We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy, holy, holy. We are whole. We are whole.
Good morning, CSLGB community. Let us open our celebration service by ringing the bowl, which will be followed by our invocation song by today's guest musician, Teporah, and an invocation by Marianne Marsalek, our practitioner of the day.
And this is what I know. I know that this is a divine morning. This is a morning of prayer, of healing, of going within, of being in the flow, and being open to all the goodness that Spirit provides us and more. So we are all here gathered right now in community. So glad to be here, to open ourselves to the coming talk and just knowing that this is a divine, perfect moment. So we are opening up our hearts and minds. We are so thankful for Teporah's music, to our host with the most, for our producer, Dana Cole, for Harry Leffmann, who will be giving us his divine speech. So I am thankful for anyone and everyone who's made this morning, this service possible for us. And I know that we are truly open to it all. And we are truly blessed. And we are opening up our consciousness to greater abundance and being in the flow and taking advantage of this winter season to go deeper and deeper into the silence, into the sacred space where we can meditate, where we can grow, where we can evolve, and where we can find peace and rest. So knowing all this, I am filled with gratitude, and I release this prayer knowing it is done, and so it is.
So it is.
So I already played my first song, so I think I played it preemptively when the unmute button came on. So I'll play a little meditative piece to fill out from what that beautiful meditation was. Is that okay with everyone?
Wow. I am always just so impressed by someone who can sit down at an instrument and create beauty like that. Thank you, Teporah.
We created it together.
That's awesome. That is just absolutely awesome. And thank you, Marianne, for your invocation. So once again, welcome. Welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living Greater Baltimore Sunday celebration service. I'm sitting here in my kitchen looking out the door, and it is just snowing, and that music that Teporah played just went perfectly with the synchronicity of the snow falling. It was awesome. Thank you for joining us from wherever you are and for whenever you watch this, if you're not watching it now live. I'm Robin Fahrenholt. I'm your host for the day. Our speaker is my friend and illustrious, brilliant man named Harry Leffmann. Our practitioner is Marianne Marsalek, who led that pre-service meditation and the invocation. And our musician is Teporah, who I cannot say enough about. I am again in awe of. And our service producer is Dana Cole. And just because she's behind the scenes doesn't mean she's not really, really important to this entire process. So thank you all. Thank you for giving your Sunday morning to come together and create this service. Well, not only you all are invited, but everybody's invited. Just think about attending service with your best friend sitting beside you, or your favorite brother or sister or cousin. Every Sunday is Bring a Friend or Family Member Sunday, because we invite you to bring them, and as we spread CSL Greater Baltimore's love, light, and joy. All are welcome here. We would love to have you all hanging out with us. So now I invite you to read along with me as I share our sacred covenant and community prayer. These were developed a couple years ago by a committee, or they were selected. I can't say we wrote them. That was working in a workshop. And I think they're a great way to show your commitment and your belief in the community and in the teaching. So first, the sacred covenant for the Center for Spiritual Living Greater Baltimore. This is what we know. The circle of divine love is complete. It comprehends all, includes all, and binds all together with everlasting unity. We are forever held in love's presence and care. Divine love is complete as me. And that's from the Science of Mind textbook, page 513. Please know that I am the divine love that I am. And now our community prayer. There is only one life. This life is good. This life is God. And this life is my life now. In knowing that I am one with this life that is God, I therefore know that I am one with all its blessed expressions, which includes the Center for Spiritual Living Greater Baltimore Community. I know that the highest purpose of our center is a revelation of God as divine love. As I now accept the highest expression of CSL Greater Baltimore into my life, I know that it is revealed in a way that glorifies God and serves the highest and greatest good for all who are touched by this presence. I am grateful God is gracious. Amen, Ashe, and so it is. Let's go down harder. So now I would like to bring back Teporah, have her share another selection with us. Again, I am always taken back and in awe of her talent, the beauty of her voice, her ability to play the piano and just create melodic sounds that I just find absolutely enthralling. So thank you so much, Teporah.
Thank you. You always make me blush. This song is called Diamonds. And it's about finding all the jewels inside of our consciousness and really cultivating those jewels to have a rich and royal life. Mind the gold in your heart, That's where your riches are. Share compassion and infinite love, and you become a shining star. Take the time to train your mind. That's where your power lies. Calm the chatter running through your brain. Watch your dreams rain down. Watch your dreams rain down. Take control of your time. Don't throw your pearls to the swine. Careful who you let into your life. You can love, but don't be blind. Don't be blind and mind the diamonds in your life. Lift your wings, eagle, fly. What you dream will one day be your reality. Take that log from your eye, 'cause judgment is the devil's lie. Drop that stone from your heart. Lay your anger down. Call in your crown and mind the diamonds in your life. Lift your wings, eagle, fly. What you speak will one day be your reality. So mind the diamonds in your life. Lift your wings, eagle, fly. What you speak will one day be your reality. Oh, mind the diamonds in your life. Mind the diamonds in your life.
You called it good. So let me give you a little reflective information about Teporah, because she is, as you can probably tell, formally trained in composition, piano, and songwriting at the Oberlin and Peabody Conservatories, as well as in Towson State's jazz program, and was raised in a musical family from with an oboe-toting, guitar-picking mom. Try to say that 10 times really fast. And the music of the 60s and 70s to feed her soul. From Odetta to Debussy to Armenian rhythm, her music is imbued with an entirely inspired fusion of musical influences. Teporah blends these together to breathe originality and life into her body of spirituality-centered compositions and songs under the moniker of Love Rising. Teporah's newest project is a music licensing agency out of LA, where she is building a career in the TV, film, and ads world. We are really fortunate to have her with us. I mean, a local talent that just brings a whole nother level to our service. So now we go to another person who brings it to another level, who is Marianne Marsalek, and she is our practitioner du jour. And Marianne is been a practitioner for, well, she's been a part of CSL Greater Baltimore since I think it was its inception, and been a practitioner for several years. And as you can tell, she has a knack of bringing peace and tranquility into her meditations, into her readings, into anybody who is really in her presence or in her surroundings. So Marianne's going to lead us or share a reading with us that will prepare us, our hearts and our souls, to hear the message from Harry Leffmann. So bring it on, Marianne.
Hello again. This is our time of spiritual practice, and this morning we are going to have two short readings that I will read to you, and it will be a time of contemplation. So it'll be a time to just open up your hearts and minds to listen to this in preparation for the message to come. And this month's theme has been all about spiritual possibilities. It's about being in the flow to really be open to our abundance that is always there. So these two readings spoke to me, so I will read them. We'll have a minute or two to contemplate them, followed, by an affirmation. So these readings are from the book Blessings, Prayers and Declarations for a Heartful Life, written by Julia Cameron. And the first one, it starts with a quote by Diane Marie Child, and it says, "To bring forth the soul of our being, we must be in our bodies, rooted to the earth, able to draw from the universal source of energy." And that this reading is entitled, "This Earth is Radiant with Grace." The world is abundant. It is filled with beauty. The world holds abundant beauty in people, things, and events. The world offers abundant supply for my every need in people, things, and events. And in this generous world, my needs are met through many sources. My desires are fulfilled through many channels. This world is sacred, bountiful, and generous. Just take that in. Take in that statement right there. I recognize and appreciate this abundance. I have the courage to desire my good and have the expectations of my good being fulfilled. I am partnered and provided for by universal flow. I am enriched by universal supply. Carefully and consciously, I am cared for in earthly ways by divine sources. My good is assured. I prosper in this abundant world. Just think about that for a moment. Take in that. And I want to follow this with a second short reading, again by Julia Cameron. And it starts with a quote by our own Ernest Holmes. "The infinite richness of the Father is mine to enjoy. The vital good, health, the wisdom, the peace, and all the good things which proceed from the Father, I now claim. The act of accepting them is my right and privilege, and I exercise it intelligently and in full faith. Life now sings through me in radiant ecstasy." And that is one of Ernest Holmes' quotes. And I follow it with the final reading entitled, "I am a child of divine abundance." So you can, for Father, you can put in there Spirit or the divine feminine, whatever works for you. "It is my Father's or Spirit's pleasure to give me the kingdom. By opening my hearts to receive from the universe we achieve our proper position in relation to spiritual law. Spirit intends to flow to us and through us. We are intended to allow this flow, focusing on the tiny increments of good which come to us daily. We count our blessings, counting every blessing as a small step in the direction of my or our dreams. I gradually perceive my life as a safe and protected path leading in the direction of my dreams. Every time we recognize a blessing, we increase our capacity to receive a blessing. As we expand our consciousness in gratitude, we become larger vessels for good. I consciously and creatively choose to count and encounter my good. I consciously and creatively choose to expand. So let's take a minute or so to just contemplate these words. Take the quotes in the passages and take in all this idea of goodness and flow that is ours right here and now. Take a deep breath, relax. Just be open to receive any message or anything that comes to mind. So I encourage everyone to just think about these passages and know and remember any thoughts or insights or words or anything or guidance that came to you, and just keep them in your heart. And this week, I encourage you to count your blessings and know that that blessings abound in your life. Thank you. Namaste.
Thank you, Mary Ann. Thank you very much for those words of inspiration and contemplation. I really appreciate it. So that sets our mind and the tone for our speaker today, who is my friend Harry Leffmann. Harry's been a member of CSL Greater Baltimore for many, many years, and I think he has spent his entire life being a spiritual seeker. Okay, he is involved and curious about so many things, and I feel really blessed to call him my friend. So he's going to share. And I know he has spent an intense amount of time and energy putting this message together for us. So please be attentive and welcome my friend Harry Leffmann.
Morning, manifestations of divinity. Namaste. The divine in me sees recognizes, acknowledges, and celebrates the divine in you. Welcome to Religious Science Sunday. January is our Religious Science Back to Basics month by tradition. And I'm presenting this talk because I've had some amazing answered prayer experiences, and I have ended up so many nights in joy and profound gratitude. So I wanted to revisit the religious science basics again. I've been hanging out with my notes from Reverend Dr. Jeffrey Proctor from more than 15 years ago. So, basics, here we go. In religious science, we understand there is one infinite divinity, one universal intelligence. It is manifest everywhere, manifest in everything. It is the one thing, one presence, creative, intelligent, infinite, and it operates by principle. We are aware of two essential attributes of this divinity. They're really the same thing as we look from different perspectives. There is love, the nature of the universe, the nature of what we call the divine, friendly, supportive, loving, helpful, and creative. And there's the law, the way it works, impersonal. The law says yes to the focus of each mind. There is divine freedom. We have the freedom to imagine anything we'd like to create or experience. And there's personal responsibility. Whatever we create, we get the consequences of creating that. It's a nice idea. You can imagine, and you can create what you imagine. You can create what you choose to hold in consciousness. That feels really good, doesn't it? Oh, and a caution note. Ignorance of this law is no excuse. You have free will to create. You might not know you are constantly creating something, and you still have the consequences for creating that. Impersonal means when you're creating in your mind something you really don't like or won't like. Oh, I'm sick and I know I'll get sicker. The law is not going to say, no, you can't really mean that. What you focus your attention on, you get more of. The way the law works is reliable and consistent. That's our theory. That's what we go on. It's a theory. We don't actually prove it. We don't have to. It just lets us know how things work. And that's how theories are tested. You keep trying them out to see how they work. You mean I can just change my life by what I think? Yes, and it is simple. And yes, it is not easy. Ernest Holmes started out his radio talk with, there is a power for good in the universe. It is available to everyone. It is greater than we are, and we can use it. Ernest Holmes is talking about this endowment we all have, and we can learn how to use it. I've heard people say, well, we're spiritual beings having a human experience. That says there's division between our manifestation of divinity beingness, you know, the kind of lofty kind, like you can see my aura and I can see yours. There's a division between that and our sometimes messy human existence. God is in everything. When we say God is infinite, the most joyous things and the things that most torment us, God is present in all of it. So we let our consciousness sleepwalk through the day. Waking up brings awareness of pain or difficulty. That's why we sleepwalk, to not have to deal with difficulty. In religious science, we teach a process to wake up, spiritual mind treatment. I remember this childhood humor. Doctor, I love hot chocolate, but every time I drink hot chocolate, I get this severe pain in my eye. And the doctor says, after he looks, take the spoon out of the cup. That is spiritual wisdom. First, be aware. Notice what's happening. Second, make course correction as needed. We want hot chocolate. We put the spoon in the cup, we stir, we drink, and we get the experience, the pain in the eye, and we don't see it, possibly because of the spoon in our eye. And then we do not see cause, only effect. What do? We complain. I've had many cups of lovely hot chocolate of life lately, and I have a nice collection of taken out spoons, and I'll return to that later. We say God is manifest in everything, the stuff we like, the stuff we don't like, the good stuff, the not good stuff. However we judge it, God is present in all of it. You, me, those others, we are all of us manifestations of this divinity. So here's the news. Maybe good news, maybe bad news, but anyway, it's just news. You are as spiritual right now as you are ever going to be. There's no human activity that will change our level of current spirituality. So the difference between being a spiritual being, which we all are, and an awakened spiritual being is simply remembering who you are and remembering there is a power greater than you are, and you are connected, and you can use it. We believe the highest God and the innermost God is one God. James Fowler was a Catholic priest in St. Louis, and in his book, Stages of Faith, he sees 6 stages. 3rd stage, God is out there. 4th stage, God is also in here. In here. That's a big transition. So for me, it comes down to remembering what I am, knowing what you are, seeing everything as manifestations of divinity, and remembering there's a divine resource that I can use. Now,
I see by your outfit that you are a mystic.
I see by your outfit, you are mystic too. You see by your outfit that we are both
mystics.
If you had an outfit, you'd be a mystic too. Had to do that. Seeing everything as manifestations divinity is the mystic perspective. I've always wondered about that. It turns out it's pretty simple. It is our practical applications of this that helps us remember. We have a self-reinforcing feedback loop. The more I remember, the more I use it. The more I use it, the better I remember. There are probably some things that need healing, perhaps physical or emotional discomfort, or perhaps there's something that I need to strengthen to build up. Or I might ask, what will it serve me to create today? Or is there something I'm really yearning for? So here I am, awake in my day, and I ask these 5 questions. What needs to be healed? Do I have physical issues? Am I in pain? What needs to be healed? Do I have anger issues? Either anger out or anger in toward me. What capacity in me needs to be expanded? What is mine to create today? What is my heart really yearning for? 5 really important questions to take into your spiritual practice. Think healing. Western medicine is all about how things kill you. Don't limit your belief system to that. There's an intelligence in your body that knows how to heal. Sometimes we know what to do. Sometimes we ask, What can we know about this? We ask for information. That's an affirmative prayer. I will know what I need to know about this. There's a couple ways to practice. We can practice daily, or we can practice continually. Both of these we know is change your thinking, change your life. So every day we build a habit of continual practice, which means seeing where you are and doing course corrections. That is pray without ceasing. Continual prayer is noticing and making right course corrections through the day to get life as we want it to be. And the computer just quit.
You're still,
I got
we can
it.
still see you.
I got it. Okay. The short form of continual prayer is to ask, is there a spoon in the cup? And look and see and remove the spoon before drinking out of the cup. The hot chocolate of life is delicious. At least for me lately it is, and that's why I needed to give this talk. But what do we do instead? We send pictures to people of the spoon in the eye, of the sore eye, of how miserable we are, of the bruises. We make sure everyone knows how awful we feel. When it mysteriously happens again, oh my God, my eye again, we lament again. This is not spiritual mind treatment. This is shared misery. It intensifies where you are, and it does not take you where you want to go. We don't get to say, Law, pay attention to what I'm saying. Law, pay attention to what I'm thinking. Okay, now that's done. Law, now don't pay attention to these next thoughts of how bad I am feeling. It does not work like that. If you think there's a switch, an on-off switch between your thoughts and the law, remember, the switch that brings our thought to the law is always on. The law that's always working works for us as it works through us. Keeping your attention in the present moment and not catastrophizing the future. Oh, I'm going to get sicker. That requires practice. If you're unsure of your grasp of spiritual mind treatment, here's an idea. Tell yourself what you do know about it. If you hit a stuck place, ask a prayer partner or a practitioner for help. If it doesn't fit for you, there is a class coming up. Oddly enough, it's called Change Your Thinking, Change Your Life, and you'll hear more about it. What I'm saying basically is you practice affirmative prayer over and over again until you get used to it. As Ernest Holmes says, we are surrounded by an intelligence that knows everything. Whatever we draw from it, we take in through our minds. This law that works for us works through us. So the switch is on all the time. It never stops. And we forget that. Meditation helps us remember. And then we ask for guidance to get the outcome we want. And here's the thing. What I do in my mind creates a reality. Many nights I go to meditate and my body is experiencing pain. I can heal that. I do a few stretches. I visualize the muscles relaxing and tension fades out. The healing energy of hands, mine or Lily's, and touch gives healing and guides me deeper into meditation. And here's the tricky part. When I put my entire awareness into the touch, and most people are visual, they do this with a visualization. I don't. My monkey mind stops and I'm in an altered space. And in that space, healing pain is usually easy. It's usually real simple. And I needed to figure out how to get the healing into my body. So I'll show you something that I came up with just because it's part of what I can do in meditation, that you can do in meditation that makes it easy. Let's suppose that I'm running my hand across my body and there's a spot right there that's really sensitive and I would like to heal it. So I figured out I can just take my hand, make a ring, a circle with my fingertips, put it over that spot. And as I expand that, I can see in the center an aperture, an opening, a portal into inside. And then when I put my finger there with healing energy, I get a really intense response in my body and the pain goes away. I've figured out how to do this. We will each figure out our own ways for doing this. That just happens to be mine. Another question, do I have anger issues? In, anger at me, or out? Am I angry at something? I have a prayer for that. I've been doing it now for about a year. It's Ho'oponopono. I'll talk about that another time. My life has so much changed from doing that. And I thought, a year, oh my gosh, a year. I went to Unity service, oh gosh, 40, 35 years ago. There was a woman there who was HIV positive at a time when there was no cure, no healing, no pills for that infection. And she said she was told she was going to die. There was no cure. She decided she would see what she could do with the Unity version of spiritual mind treatment. And it took a year and a half for her to wade through all of the forgiveness issues that she had in her life. And it's been another year since then, and she has no signs of an HIV infection. I really heard that. So do I have anger issues? Yes. And the fact that it's taken a year to go through them, time well spent. Spiritual beings ask, am I thinking in ways that will produce the experience I'm yearning for, or am I just going to do more of what I've already done? Am I embracing life, or am I holding myself back, secure, isolated, disconnected, separate? I look and I notice when experience and beliefs or thoughts and actions are not taking me in the direction I really want to go. And I bring those into affirmative prayer work. And I know the Father within me does the work. Sometimes I need less effort and more awareness and more affirmative prayer. Here's the thing, we try to make things happen. The better choice is to become the place where it will happen. We ask for guidance in spiritual mind treatment to become that place. So I was yearning for a small for my own personal participation in a small community effort. And I did a meditation on this. Less than 2 weeks later, I got a day of exactly that, working to help a friend move out of her house. And I hired someone to help me move a piece to my house. And there were 5 of us in the house all day, moving stuff, getting ready for her to move an entire house that she'd lived in for more than 40 years. I came home so joyous and so sore. I quickly healed the pain, and the joy is still with me because I enjoyed a magical day. I want to be more open to touch, to words of affection, of affirmation, words of appreciation, of encouragement and praise. I started with this thing about touch, making an aperture and an opening, increased receptivity by being open. And I figured I can have that as a signal to be open to words too. And that has played out marvelously well, works like a charm. I've done most of the spiritual mind treatment work in trance. So I needed to do this talk, this return to religious science basics. I needed to know more about what I have been doing, especially the question, can I do this healing work in trance, in self-hypnosis? Wow. There's a part I left out so far of the religious science basics. Our antecedents, starting with mesmerized, that meant hypnotized. Mesmer and Quimby. Quimby picked up from what Mesmer had done, and he was using hypnosis to heal the sick and restore health to the incurables. One of his clients was a woman with a terminal disease. Quimby helped restore health to Mary Baker Eddy. So our lineage is Mesmer to Quimby to Mary Baker Eddy to the Fillmores and to Ernest Holmes. And our spiritual ancestors started out with hypnosis and using healing trance. So what I see as important here is to be able to hypnotize yourself or let someone else do it with you so that your vision, the content of your affirmative prayer, you are so into it at the moment you are making this affirmative prayer of spiritual mind treatment that you are living in it. You are feeling it. This is the home you're living in. This is the home you're going to return to, and you will do it soon. So I'm back to doing religious science prayer, affirmative prayer, spiritual mind treatment in the style of Ernest Holmes as best I understand it. It's the understanding of the power of accessing what is for me this quiet voice that speaks to me in meditation and teaches me stuff and heals and guides and let pain fade away. And the path into this hypnotized state is to find something my mind finds totally captivating, totally absorbing. For visual people, that'll be a guided meditation of a walk or a vision. For me, it's mostly kinesthetic, it's touch-based. I can just put my hands on my chest, and when I am connected with that, just use the words manifestation of divinity. And there I am, right where I want to be, in communion with the divine. I'm in a trance. If there's a particular spiritual mind treatment I've been thinking of, my mind goes there, and I know what spirit teaches me. It's really exciting. It's basics applied. And I am so grateful, so totally grateful. I feel so blessed and so wondrously taken care of and guided along this path. And that's why I started this by saying I've had some really amazing experiences. So that's our basics, and that's my vision of a possible path. I play and pray and experiment and listen to my inner voice guide me. This is my path. I know you will find yours when you make that desire clear and understandable. Do you know what it is you want? Do you know the experience you will have when you get there? And this is what you want? Great. Go for it. And in my experience, when you do, it, spirit, God, the divine, supports you. Manifestations of divinity. Namaste.
Wow, Harry, that was profound and entertaining and enlightening. What a great job. Thank you. Thank you so much for putting that together and for sharing it with us today. And I promise to take the spoon out of my cup next time I drink. Thank you very much. So here at the Center for Spiritual Living, Greater Baltimore, we practice conscious giving. Just like Harry just consciously prepared and gave a message that can profoundly change someone's life. It's called Dana. And in Hinduism or Buddhism or Jainism, Dana, is the practice of cultivating generosity. It can take the form of giving to those in need, sharing a spiritual message, giving to your community, or giving to where you're spiritually fed, which exactly what Harry just did. He gave back to the community where he is spiritually fed. And as we give, we receive. And there are a few ways to practice conscious giving in our support, in your support of CSL Greater Baltimore. And you can find them on the donate page, which is coming up right now on your screen. As you can see, there's PayPal, Giveify, text message, postage mail, or postal mail, whatever is most convenient and most appropriate for you. So with me, join me in saying our declaration of financial wealth and abundance. And financial is associated with money, but there's so much more that contributes to your finances other than just dollars and cents. So I joyfully, consciously, and gratefully participate in the law of circulation. I trust in a spiritual principle that says, as I sow into my beloved community, I demonstrate my awareness of standing not only in the flow, but as the flow itself. As I sow of myself, my time, my treasure, my talent, I demonstrate my support and engagement in my community's vision, mission, and purpose. I actively give as a demonstration of manifesting, exactly like what Harry just said, of reaping the harvest of a world that works for all. And now we will have a final song by the amazing Teporah.
That was a very interesting message, Harry. You're a spiritual magician. That's why you don't look your age and act your age, I guess. Age has no number when you're doing that kind of mystic healing work on yourself. So I picked this song so we could sing together, but now you're there and I'm here, but we're together on Zoom, so yeah. Freaky Buyers, Holy Holy Way. I love singing this with you guys. So make sure you're singing wherever you are. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me know that love is all around. Let me know, love is all around. Oh, let me know that love is all around. Let me know, love is all around. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way. Let me live in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me learn from all the ways I fall. Let me learn from all the ways I fall. Oh, let me know that love will heal us all. Let me know, love will heal us all. Oh, let me know that love will heal us all. Let me walk each day a little kinder. Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me serve in a holy, holy way. Let me serve in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me share the good that's overflowing. Let me share the good that's overflowing. Oh, let me care for those around the world. Let me care for those around the world. Oh, let let my steps reveal the path of peace. Let my steps reveal the path of peace. Oh, let me serve in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me serve in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me rise in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me rise in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Let me love in a holy, holy way. Namaste.
Yeah, I say, yeah, now you're talking. Yeah, and you know, it just never ceases to amaze me how these Sunday celebrations come together. For those who may not know, Teporah and Marianne and Harry may have shared like a common theme, but they do not sit down and explicitly say, oh, I'm going to have this word and I'm going to do this prayer and we're going to have this meditation and we need this music. No, it just comes together. It's synchronicity. It is true synchronicity. It is truly a manifestation of what's supposed to happen here. So thank you all. Thank you, Teporah. Thank you, Harry. Thank you, Marianne. And thank you, Dana. That's pretty amazing, I'll tell you. So we have a new class set is coming up, as Harry had referred. We were supposed to start it last week, but we had a technical glitch, and the registrations didn't come through, so we didn't know who had registered and who had not. That's no bueno. So we're going to try again this week, and the class is Change Your Thinking, Change Your Life. Are you going to look at that as a diamond or as a piece of coal? It's exactly the same material. It's just a matter of perspective. So the course is led by Reverend Jenna Wexler. She's a member of the CSL Columbia community, and it teaches you to discover your limiting beliefs, thoughts, and behaviors. And this is about relationships, money, health. Just like Harry had said, you know, if I limit my concept of how I can heal myself, then I can't do it. But when I have this procedure, I can do it. So you'll learn about spiritual principles and practices that reframe your thoughts and your beliefs and will allow you to move forward in a path that you choose. So after service today, and I do hope you'll join us. The class cost $190, as I had said last week. If someone is having problems with that amount, you need to contact me and we'll work out some kind of scholarship or a payment plan or something. So finances will not stand in the way of you taking this class. I dismiss that 100%. All right. So, and the other thing that's coming up is our friend, Jerice Pappas, active member of our community, is also the leader of the White Women Showing Up community. And they are going to get together with the Maryland Women's Heritage Center to have this unveiling of the commonalities of allyship. Just to give you a little background, what I know about white women showing up, it's about white women recognizing the innate power that we are given in this society and exercising that in a very conscious way and having a community that can support you in developing those skills and those attributes that will allow you to speak out and speak up when it's necessary. So as you can see, this is a free event. It's next Saturday from 11 to 1 on Zoom. That's Eastern Standard Time because there will be people all over the country there. And please go on and register and just learn about this community, learn about the power that it shows, that it can show up with, and how it has the potential to change our world. Anything else we need to share with the community at large, Dana? I forgot about this. CSL, go two forward, babe. Right there. Has a community-based education portal. And they list on there all the classes that are occurring at all the CSL centers throughout the country, or maybe even throughout the world. So by going on this, if you're interested in a particular concept, if you're talking about manifestation, you're talking about a particular new thought pioneer, or one of the people that brought us along, if you're interested in mysticism, you can go in here and find a class. Okay, our class just got posted on there last week. Hopefully, we're going to pick up some members from or some participants from around the country. It's always nice to make friends in Michigan or Mississippi or, I don't know, Montezuma. I don't really care. It's just a wonderful service that is provided by CSL, and please feel free to take advantage of it. And tomorrow we honor Dr. Martin Luther King, and we will have a online service led by Reverend Dr. Sonny Cantrell and Reverend Dr. David Alexander, with a powerful and progressive lineup of leaders. Okay, these are some pretty top of the line folks here, and I'm just looking at one lady. I knew her. Anyway, tomorrow, join us, 4:00 Pacific, 7:00 Central. That doesn't make sense.
Yes, 7:00 Eastern.
Oh, Eastern time. I'm reading it before it, not afterwards. I'm so sorry. Gosh, my brain just went dead. But it should be a very enlightening and very powerful conversation. So please join in on that. All you have to do is the link on our website, Dana? I
I
lost her.
believe I did post it. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, sweetheart. All right. So
I don't see it.
yeah. And then after,
Okay.
we'll put it up there.
I'll post it.
Okay. So after service today, we have a board meeting. Of course, we have fellowship time. And if you would like to be in a, excuse me, receive a miracle in a minute, you can join with Marianne in one of those little breakout rooms and receive prayer, because prayer does work. I mean, I think Harry just explained to that. Prayer does work. Okay. We are a community that we will continue to treat and move our feet. We will pray and we will act, knowing the truth for everyone around this planet and other planets too. So if you need prayer work, you can always get in touch with info at CSL Greater Baltimore. And again, you can have the miracle in a minute after service today. Thank you. It sounds a little hollow, but I mean it from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Harry, for sharing your insights and talents with me, with all of us. Thank you, Teporah. Thank you, Dana. Thank you, Marianne. And thank you for everyone who is watching this service or who may watch it in the future. Have a blessed day and a blessed week. Namaste.
So we will end with a spiritual mind treatment. And all this does is bring our minds back to the place of remembering the truth. The highest God and the innermost God is one God. This universe responds impersonally, magnifying whatever we choose to believe, whatever we repeatedly say yes to. We are spiritual beings expressing in this particular form, and everything from the lofty spiritual to the most mundane experience is sacred. The power, the divinity, the creative life force that we deal with is infinite, undivided, unlimited. One divinity expressing in so much diversity and in so many forms. I too am one of these forms, one of the ways that spirit manifests in the world. There is no distant God requiring suffering in this life. I wake up in my own life and I decide deliberately and intentionally, to be in harmony with the truth. I consciously choose my words, my thinking, my actions, and all are in perfect alignment with what I truly desire. Every day I awaken again and know everything that needs to be healed can be healed by using these principles. Anything that needs to be created can take form because within me is everything that is needed for that to come forward. Every capacity is ready to expand in me that needs to be expanded, that needs to enlarge its circle. Everything can do so naturally and easily. This is the natural flow, the natural process, and I am in it. What my heart yearns for is not some small desire, but is spiritual beingness, unencumbered by any ideas or limitations that I have accepted. I am eternal. This particular form, this temporary form, however wonderful, is only one facet of what is, of what I am. And I remember this without fail. I remember this in joy. I remember this in grief. I remember this when times are easy and when they are not. Today and every day without end, I know that my nature is pure, unlimited spirit. From this place of remembrance, it's easy to open my heart and speak the truth, to see the truth in others, and to let go of all the ideas with which I have maintained separation and distance. Whatever my heart is yearning for, I say yes to it with my whole being, and anything that has been in the way is removed as easily as letting out my next breath. I am ready to say yes to a life of joy, independent of conditions. I have taken the spoon out of the cup and discover life is sweet. And I give thanks for this awareness. Thanks for the infinite spirit that inspires this knowing in me. I honor my process. I honor the experiences I have in this life. I am absolutely clear that this is so. I release this prayer into the law, knowing it is already complete. And in gratitude, we say, and so it is. Namaste.